Hello everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. We are here at camp, but we are ready to leave camp because we are well rested. I have put some additional rings over here just so I can change between them more quickly, particularly because we are currently equipped with the Morning Frost, which gives us free access to Ray of Frost, and if we do cold damage while wearing the Snowburst ring, we can deal... when we deal cold damage, we can also create 15 feet circle of ice around the target. So that may help with some area control stuff for us. Otherwise, we can leave camp. And we are here at the Last Light Inn, but we have done the main building and the basement area over there. So now it is time for us to cast Mage Armor on ourselves. Because I'm a good sorcerer, and I remember to do the important things. Then...
no one back home will ever believe this.
Where are we going next is a great question. We need to... with Isabel gone, the Last Light Inn is no longer protected from the Shadow Curse. Sure. There's the Githyanki Creche somewhere around here. We have a Cursed Monk's Amulet, but that's for the city. Shadow Cursed Lands. Investigate the Masons Guild. The Masons Guild seems to have been the center of the Selûnite resistance in the area. We should seek it out and investigate further. And he who was wants to bring justice to the victims of a murderer. To do so, he needs a ledger belonging to the killer. It's hidden at the waning moon. So, from where we are. House with flowers. Githyanki Creche. The Masons Guild. Moonrise Towers. Find the ledger. So we've basically been nowhere in this general vicinity. So I think we are just going to start moving south and see what happens. And if we come across one of our quests, then all the better. That's a lot of pouches. Oh, is this from just like all of the corpses that have now disappeared overnight, apparently? It seems to be, doesn't it? I will take your good berries and your horseradish. It's a bold choice of snack to have, but hey, I'm here for it. I also see that +1 longsword over there. It definitely seems worth grabbing.
Always room for more.
Cool. A +1 quarterstaff as well. Probably worth a reasonable amount in trade. And then the rest of what's left here, not really worth anything to me. So, let's get out of here. Covert critical. So what is that for Astarion? Is that while you're in shadows? As long as the effective entity remains obscured, the number it needs to roll a critical hit while attacking is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. So if Astarion can be covert, we can crit on a 19, which is lovely. Now, out here, where have we actually been? Basically only due east. And so headed south is just going to be a mystery. What is this got a circle around it for? Is it just happened to be what is related to my selections? No, these are quest, secrets, custom markers. I'm not sure why these ones have circles and these ones don't, but hey. All I really want to do is stay alive, and because I'm going to try and maintain my choice to only long rest while we are at either safe buildings like the previous rendition of the Last Light Inn where everything was safe, or otherwise at otherwise at teleportation circles.
Signs of a struggle for all the good it did them.
Is this tieflings? It is tieflings. Any I recognize? I'm not sure. but I will check their pockets. Prison key and a storage key. No idea if those are things for this location or for somewhere else. A worn key. Arrows for Astarion. Okay. That's all of the supplies there. We can go east. I guess we can go towards this House of Flowers. I'm not certain which piece of questing it specifically relates to, but there's a lot going on. It seems like Misty Step or a good strong jump would get you over there. I did also wonder to myself, at the moment Astarion has 2 magic items that allow him to cast Misty Step.
Maybe I should stay crouched forever.
Would it be more advisable for 2 creatures or 2 characters to each have one of those so that they can both flee in a hurry? Or does it make more sense for Astarion to be able to go out somewhere and get back?
I'll take that.
We have some kind of building here. This doesn't have a map marker designation. Several empty crates. An unlit fireplace. That's not the button I wanted. Is there something going on here? Oh, is that blood? No, it's plants. Oh, God.
We bring more to your church every day, my queen. Your followers are legion.
What is going on? We failed stealth. I'm glad we are long rested.
Your faithful stand ready, Majesty. Soon we march. Soon the world will bow to you.
Fireball is going to happen.
Yeah, we're boss. Something moved up there. What
You see the
dragon?
giant staff sticking out the top. Oh, God. Clear your throat and make yourself known? We definitely can't get a round of sneak attack if we do that.
Stay in the light. They do not go into the dark.
Didn't figure something as big and ugly as you for a coward.
Why? They got extra... Oh. Hello.
They will not go into the dark. Enough. Stop. They will not become shadows. They
That's
will not feed
one
the
less to
dark.
worry about.
Forgive me, my queen, but I had to. Before the dark got any stronger.
They've got a lamp I want. I don't want them to pass. I want that lamp, I think.
What's this?
I don't think extra chances like this are going to come along
The
often.
Drider's eyes cut through the darkness, locking on you as your parasite squirms with excitement. Your minds connect, and you hear a voice whispering to you. The Absolute, or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the darkness.
One of your true souls, my queen. How have they survived?
Sorcerer, I burn with pure arcana. How do you to survive?
Our goddess protects us. We carry her sacred light to drive back the shadows. Yes, Majesty. Your light can shield another of your faithful. They will join us on the road.
Sorcerer Intimidation. I'm not sure how we're getting advantage for Sorcerer Intimidation. The lantern is mine by order of the Absolute. Drop it or I'll boil your brain inside your skull. Sold. Right. Well, we could bend luck. But we do not take guidance on checks against creatures. But I think with advantage +4 we'll be okay. We were okay.
Majesty, is this true? Did I not serve you well? Very well. If it is your will, you can have it.
Thanks. I wonder if we'll find their corpses later. If they don't die on the walk because of the darkness, it is very much in my interest for them to be dead rather than for them to get to wherever they're going, I think. So I'm going to take this opportunity to attack.
Brighter! Heretic!
Two of us are still hidden. Sanctuary. You or an ally cannot be targeted until you attack or harm a creature. You can still take damage from area spells. That's fine. Can we get into initiative here, please? Thanks. Sharp Eye Laura used Arrow of Lightning on Shadowheart. They need 20 to hit. They rolled 22. We have a Portent for 11. Is Lucy still not in this fight? They are not. Well, Astarian's up next. I'm gonna make this not hit us. Shadowheart needs 12 to save. They rolled 10. Bend luck. Arrow of Lightning on Gale. Gale needs 12 to save. They rolled a 1. Alright, we're not using up any more supplies. Okay, now we are in initiative. We've got 3 of them down there. Gale is not yet up.
Let up.
So who are you? Carnis, Spindleweb, Fanaticism, Sanctuary, Shadow Curse. And the staff is down there on the ground. The Moon Lantern. I am very simply going to pop a Spirit Guardians up in radiant damage. Sanctuary does not keep them safe from our AoE spells.
This feels good.
Astarian cannot sneak attack here because of Sanctuary. So
This way.
I'm going to move out to here. Bonus action hide.
Time for a new birth.
We succeed, and we are currently critting on 19s if we can hit one. Who would I rather hit? Probably the big 2-weapon wielding orc. They need 13 to hit. They rolled a 26, a 17 plus 9. We could force it to be a crit, but I'm not currently going to. 24 damage is solid. Then
Still breathing.
Lucy.
Everything.
I think just a shatter for these two would not be terrible. They need 15 to save. They rolled 17. Take it.
Time for a cuddle.
Starian's done.
Faith will protect me.
Shadowheart has a bonus action, but no spells to cast as a cantrip. I think we'll take an attack of opportunity if we go away, although they might not be doing that because of Sanctuary. But I'm just going to stay here and let our AoE be functional here. They're healing already. Trying to set Astarian on fire. And Gale is here. Right, they have just about moved. Oh, we could get those two in a fireball. The other option would be if I can get to right here, we would stand in some fire. However, I can then hit all three of these guys with a lightning bolt, which is better than the 2 attacks we were going to make with the fireball. They got fried to a crisp, and the other 2 are not doing well. I'm going to move out of this fire. These 2 are up. They are healing. They are in Spirit Guardians. They are attacking Lucy very aggressively.
The absolute wills it so.
Dashing is a great sign because it means they're not attacking. However, up there does not look great. They need 20 to hit. They rolled 22. Venom Claws, 3d6 plus 2d8. If they can get a 3 on this, then they will not hit us. Strongness. And Sharp Eye summons an extra creature. What was that? Is a great question. Oh, somebody died in between Shadowheart and Gale, I think. Totally fine by me. They no longer are benefiting from Sanctuary.
Time to push my luck again.
What can we best achieve right here? This guy has 4 HP. Gale.
The dice roll in my favor.
Where did the other goblin go? The one that summoned that warg. Ah, they're right there. Alright, I think then a simple magic missile. If this guy is an orc, they're a half orc, that's what I mean, then they are going to get, or at least I think they should get the thing where if they would be reduced to 1 hit point, they come back once. Now, if that does happen, we want to hit them with 2 magic missiles so that they definitely die. Although, Shadowheart. Nearby enemies take this per turn, and the movement speed is half on save. Is it the start of turn or end of turn? I can't remember.
Let me recite their demise.
Alright, well I'm going to go for 2 here. And 1 here. That guy did die. We did not get rid of that warg, unfortunately.
Time to kill.
Right, Astarion, can you get in behind here? You absolutely can. So, we are obviously going to do a melee sneak attack against the giant guy here. $22 damage is decent. How about you bite them as well? We are now happy.
Nothing will stand in my way.
I think I will twin cast. Why? Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough sorcery points to do that. Create sorcery points as a bonus action. Two sorcery points. This is 1 sorcery point per spell slot of the level. So change a first level spell slot into a sorcery point. Then twin cast, haste, Astarion, Shadowheart. Astarion. Cancel your end of turn.
Go for the throat.
And here... Can I see them from here? Is it not their warg? If it's a sharp eye, I would expect it to be. Which is a shame.
Let's finish this.
Because I would really like this warg to not be a problem for another turn any minute now. We are concentrating on Spirit Guardians. We can inflict wounds. 45% chance is not great. I'm going to disengage as an action. Then I'm going to walk over to this one with 7 HP.
On my way.
They die. The warg disappears. We managed to do that because we have 60 feet of movement thanks to haste giving us double movement. Then I'm going to jump to there and attack here. 17 damage. They should die next turn, and then it's only the big bad left after that.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
We have cast our spell and used our bonus action. Astarion has spent both of his. Gale
These mortals be.
has a bonus action. Focus the lightning in your veins to strengthen your next lightning spell or cantrip for 2 turns. Alright. We'll see how that goes next turn. Fireball on Astarion. I think as much as that is going to hit the big guy, the big bad, I do counterspell this because we are much squishier than he is. That would be a real bad end for us. Oh my god, Astarion. Main hand attack, they need 19 to hit. 1d6 plus 2 acid. That's fine. Oh, Astarion used main hand attack. Need 19 to hit, they roll 15. Who did a crit attack? Astarion used sneak attack, crit damage. I didn't know we could sneak attack on reactions anymore, or I didn't know we could ever do that, but I'm here for it. 1d8 plus 4, we need 19 to hit, we rolled 15. Go on then. They are sanctuarying themselves. Can you tell I'm very warm today? There's a heat wave over in England. That guy needs to go.
Let's have some fun.
Astarion, can you see him? You can climb this ladder at the very least.
On my way.
We do have double movement speed thanks to haste. 12 HP. Our ranged attack does 7 to 14, which is not the best. We've already used our sneak attack in the reaction, I guess, which is not ideal. Though we do have 2 actions. Oh, we've leveled up. Oh my goodness. I had no idea that was incoming. Right, I take it I can't make that shot. Can I not make it from anywhere that I can reach? Because I would love to not waste this additional attack. Well, we can bonus action dash. That is going to allow us... Oh, they've got Sanctuary anyway. Is there anything else worth doing? We can just be really annoying. 4 damage, not that annoying.
Still on my feet.
Well, we can't cause them direct harm. So shatter. 5 whole damage. It's terrible.
What should I do?
Shadowheart has 2 attacks. We're still concentrating on our spell though, so we should definitely get close enough to inflict harm with Spirit Guardians. And then this is where I would take the dodge action if I had it. Don't want to be concentrating on haste, on bless, if we are currently concentrating on Spirit Guardians. We could cast Spiritual Weapon. Doesn't really help. There's only so much attacking we can do, and right now we can't do any of it. This, we could inscribe a glyph. Glyphs explode, hurt everyone within range when stepped on by an enemy. Everyone in range is a problem for us. They saved on Spirit Guardians that time. Yeah, I don't think they can take Spirit Guardians damage multiple times in a turn. But without an action to take, I can do very little here.
I don't fancy their chances.
Gale. We could Thunder Wave. We could stick a cloud of daggers on their head. Again, I would love to just be attacking them, but with Sanctuary up, it gets really difficult. Alright, Gale's going to disengage.
Shall be done.
Now this guy can finally take no actions,
Talk to me.
interestingly. But we can attack again. So whatever Sanctuary was doing for them, it is no longer doing it for them. We need more to hit, and I will take it. They've got 96 HP left. Astarion can now sneak attack. If we hide,
Leave no trace.
we can gain advantage on this attack and be much more likely to hit them.
On the way.
Can I sneak attack melee you? I can. Do I make this a crit? I don't think so. Second strike.
Survival is all that matters.
Lucy. Just,
Wonder if the gods
Fireball
watching me.
is atrocious. We saved on our own ice. These are not good rolls at all. Still, it's better than most anything else I can do. That was expected.
Need to stay focused.
Shadowheart has one more action. Let's go with Sacred Flame. They make it.
Tempest I will raise.
And Gale, let's go Shocking Grasp. God, that's terrible. Why is that so terrible? I don't know. But we have, or we did have some kind of lightning buff thing. I guess that's gone. We missed that chance. Alright. Some magic missiles for you. Great. Attacks of opportunity.
Should mind my step.
Okay, Gale is stable. He's a shadow cursed undead now. Are all the other ones? Oh, jeez, I was not prepared for that. This guy's not a shadow cursed undead. This guy's not. That guy's in the Moon Lantern. Okay, round 2 it is. They got much lower AC now. Gale is still down.
Concentrate.
We crit for 14. Are they resistant to that? They are. Damn.
Hungry for the slaughter.
We're done.
I can't even catch my breath.
We could actually help Gale up.
Wanted you to open your heart.
He's not dead.
Lance board is set.
We do have an action. Did that change as well? Or is it because we went out of combat before we went back into combat, I guess? That would be my best guess. Good miss. God, Astarion is so OP.
What now?
Just cantrips to finish.
Let's end this.
Or just hit him on the head. Nice. And one more.
Mistra Rill.
Gale. Oh, God. AoE. Or attack of opportunity. That works too. Right, Astarion has enough XP to level up. I'm just going to wipe my brow. Alright, that is a bit better. If you were wondering, my meat thermometer, my cooking thermometer says it's 31 degrees Celsius in my office. Which is not cold. Right, we got some looting to do, for sure. Astarion, why are you
Keep your distance,
a higher level than everybody else? Everybody else must be really close by, right? 20 XP.
I wonder what the next move is.
35.
Seek and you shall.
20. Okay. I'm going to wait till everybody is ready to level up then.
No time to rest.
The Cruel Sting. Longsword Versatile. The Sting the Helpless. A Drow Elf wielding this weapon. Yada yada yada. I will sell it, but I'm not a Drow Elf. Must be fun if you were playing a Drow Elf. Like, if you're a Drow Elf fighter and you find that particular sword, you must feel super powerful. We must not forget the lantern on the ground behind us. That is just a regular lantern. That's different. Nothing else in this house that was very obvious. Astarion,
What a day.
do you want to go check out the guy you killed on the roof?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
There was this sharp eye here. A roaring arrow. And a brawler. We will get to you in a moment, Lamp. More bombs. Great. Astarion?
Keep a blade close.
Thermo-Arcanic Gloves. Whenever you deal fire damage, you gain 2 turns of heat. Heat, 1 to 4 damage, engulfed by a vengeful fire, takes 1 to 4 fire damage each turn, but can use heat convergences. Heat convergence. Consume your heat to fuel a powerful attack. The next time you deal fire damage, you deal an additional 1 fire damage for every turn of heat remaining. Well, I don't think I'm going to be using that in combat anytime soon. Hello.
Let's move.
Who are you, and why do you have a key? suddenly I want to search every nook and cranny of this building below me. Because there might be a basement or something in here for all we know. Alright, Astarion, come join us over here and then we will get to this lamp. Feel like this is going to be important.
Never a dull moment.
Ah!
The lantern gives off a chilly glow, protecting all in its vicinity from the surrounding shadows. You notice a tiny pixie trapped within. These fey creatures are infamous for their trickery. Sometimes playful, sometimes malicious.
Oh, please! Oh, golly me, oh my! You must release me or I'll die. This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day.
Alright, Gruntilda. Sorcerer, used for the magic within you. Disgusting. I assume that's like, oh, it's disgusting that they used you like a tool. I'll go with that.
Dolly thanks you for your sympathy. Now, sorcerer, kindly set me free.
I need protection from this curse. If I release you, will you help me travel through the shadows?
It would be my pleasure, truly. Once I'm freed, I'll help you duly.
What's this mechanism at the base of the lantern? Probably just something to hurt the pixie. Release the pixie. Astarion disapproves, Gale approves.
Finally! Been trapped in that coffin with no one but a mad Drider and my own farts for company. Did me a good turn there, didn't you? What do I owe you?
I need to get through this shadow curse. Can you help?
Sure I can, but will I?
You better.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Good.
Here, give this bell a shake. Speak the magic words and you'll get what you've earned. Protection from the shadow curse. What more could a dingus want?
That didn't
You're
rhyme.
welcome.
Curious little thing.
Cool. So we now have Pixie Blessing.
Some interesting things.
The,
Almost makes the mortal peril worth it.
the Shadow Curse cannot affect this creature thanks to a Pixie's protective magic.
Alright, what now?
And we can level up. Sorcerer level 7. More HP. Level 4 spell slot. Sorcery points 1. Gained a spell. Oh god, level 4 spells. Here we go. Banish, we have seen spell scrolls for. Blight. Plants take maximum damage from this spell and have disadvantage on the saving throw against it. A con saving throw for 8d8 necrotic damage would be really good with Twin Spell. Confusion. Befuddle a group of creatures, causing them to attack at random, wander around aimlessly, and occasionally skip turns in their stupor. Only lasts 3 turns. Dimension Door, teleportation. Dominate Beast, make a beast fight alongside you. Every time the beast takes damage, it makes a wisdom saving throw against your domination. Greater Invisibility, turn a creature invisible, attacks against it have disadvantage, it attacks with advantage, 10 turns. Ice Storm, 2d8 bludgeoning plus 4d6 cold damage. Impel a storm of hail and ice crashing from the sky, covering the ground and striking all objects and creatures within range. Ice for 2 turns. On save, take half damage dex save. Polymorph. Transforms a creature into a harmless sheep. Only into a harmless sheep. That's so lame. I can't polymorph myself into a gorilla, for example. That's way less fun. Stone Skin. Wall of Fire, and then down to 3rd level spells. I think for us, Blight as a high damage spell that can be twin cast is very good. And if we want to change a spell, what do we use least? We never actually use Hold Person. though I would still like to with our meta magics at some point. I don't think Shatter ever does as much damage as I would like it to. We also don't cast Witch Bolt that often. But, like, we should have some use for our first and second level spells, you know? Otherwise, we're not doing very much with anything. I'm going to drop Witch Bolt. And I'm going to bring in... God, I wish I could prepare more spells or learn more spells that I could prepare. We could go Chromatic Orb instead. I'm erring towards Greater Invisibility, especially because we can twin cast it. Alright. Sold. We can always respec it Withers if it's really bad. But I'm trying to avoid using that apart from where bugs and stuff present themselves. We get Banishment as a subdomain spell. Death Ward. Protect a creature from death. The next time it would be reduced to 0 hit points, it remains conscious with 1 hit point. Freedom of movement. Snap an ally out of any stun. Difficult terrain can't slow them down, and they can't be magically paralyzed or restrained until long rest. That seems very good. Guardian of Faith. Call forth a Divine Guardian that attacks nearby enemies. Every time it deals damage, the Guardian loses an equal amount of hit points. And Trickery... Oh, these are just 4th level spells. These are our Trickery domain spells. Polymorph and Dimension Door. Okay. So... where's my Prepare Spells button? This is just it. Animate Dead I never use. Give me Guardian of Faith. Cure Wounds we never use because we just do Prayer of Healing instead. Give me Banishment. Astarion, level 7 Rogue. Still not going to mess around with multi-classing yet. Class features Evasion. Your agility lets you dodge out of the way of certain spells. When a spell or effect would deal half damage on a successful dexterity saving throw, it deals no damage to you if you succeed, and half damage if you fail. Lush. Another 1st level spell slot, and 2 2nd level spell slots. We gain a 2nd level spell. This says Wisdom spellcasting ability. I'm sure it's Intelligence. We've been through this before. It always shows it as something wrong. I think for a rogue, invisibility for themselves could be very useful. I could have changed the spell, probably. I always do this.
We're a long way from
And Gale, right, just before Gale does that, can I look at my spell book? I wish I could list this by... I wish I could sort by level for this. But we have Banishment, Blight, Conjure Minor Elemental, Dimension Door, Greater Invisibility, and Stone Skin. So those are spells we don't need. We gain 2 spells. So... Banishment, Blight, Confusion, Conjure Minor Elemental, Dimension Door. Evard's Black Tentacles. Tentacles sprout from the ground, turning the area into difficult terrain, attacking and smothering creatures from within. Very good in Solasta. May well be just as good here. Fire Shield. Wreath your body in flames and shed light in a 10-foot radius. Provide resistance to fire or cold damage and retaliate against melee attacks. Greater Invisibility we have a scroll for. Ice Storm. Otterluke's Resilient Sphere. Enclose a target in a sphere of shimmering force, reducing its movement speed by half and blocking all incoming and outgoing damage for 3 turns. The target can't be huge in size. Phantasmal Killer. Haunt a creature with illusions of its greatest fears. It takes 4 to 40 psychic damage per turn, can no longer move, and will be easier to hit. Polymorph, Stone Skin, Wall of Fire. I'm going to go with Evard's Black Tentacles. And perhaps Ice Storm or Phantasmal Killer. I'm too hot for these decisions. Decisions. So, Sleet Storm, different spell than Ice Storm. 2d8 plus 4d6 over 20 feet. Can't see what Fireball is because it's not in this list. Fire Shield is your body, not anybody's body. Wall of Fire. Create a blazing wall of fire burning anyone who dares stand too close. Can I do that in a ring as well as a line? Because it intrigues me if I can. But let's take this resilient sphere thing in case we need it to like deal with traps or something. And now we can change our prepared spells for the day. I'm going to drop Witch Bolt and take that, and that'll be fine for now, I think.
We've saved me. I cannot take much more.
Yeah, you are a little injured. Let's grab a short rest, shall we?
That took the edge off.
Gale, while I'm just making sure to remember to do it. What spells do I want to learn, and how much cash do we have? You're holding 1,500. I definitely want Blight. I definitely want Greater Invisibility. What other 4th levels do we have? Dimension Door. I'm not that bothered about Animate Dead right now. Conjure Minor Elemental. Alright. Stone Skin is interesting. It's concentration, but it lasts until long rest. But if you lose the concentration on it, then that's really lame. Let's learn these for 800. Those are in our spell book now. And what I want to do is go back to the Last Light Inn, not because I immediately want to take a long rest, although I also want to look through this building because we found a bunch of keys just in our general vicinity. But also, the Last Light Inn had that section of building around it that was... what was this? Just a ledge. Alright, I'm not seeing anything major here. Which way is north? This way. The Last Light Inn had a house opposite it that was engulfed in greater darkness of shadows. And we fled into the basement to do questing. But I would love to know if there's anything else to be found there. And it's not very far back. So it's just over there once we get through the walk. Come on, run faster, everybody. I didn't even notice if they had a turn of lethargy following our haste earlier. Although I think we have now spent all of our sorcery points. But yeah, this house here. We now have the Pixie's Blessing. So I'm going to select Astarion, who has Dark Vision. In fact, we can put out a torch, that's no harm. What might we find around here? A granite bench.
That's curious.
A dirt mound. Can we dig and hold a shovel at the same time? We can. A torch. Some alchemy supplies. And then a side door. So we can now exist in this place without danger. It begs the question, is there anything interesting here for us to find when we don't need to get away from the darkness? Some orange dye. Nothing major. Is there an upstairs in here? There's a opulent chest. It's the kind of thing I come looking for.
Easy.
DC 16. One of the harder chests we've found lately. Penumbral armor. Light armor, stealthier. While obscured, the wearer gains +3 bonus to stealth checks. There are so many different types of fancy, stealthy, light armor in the world. Oh, look at these two. Dying in a kind embrace. A gold ring. And another gold ring. So, clearly this married couple died here, naked, wearing nothing but their wedding rings in embrace. But I got treasure. And art. Anything else hiding in the corners around here? I can't get out there. But a piece of armor worth 1,000 gold. It's definitely something I'm grateful to have found. Now, I'm like, do I abuse this moment to get a long rest in because I can? Or should we carry on adventuring because we still have a reasonable amount of supplies? So, I think what I will do is Gale.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Let's Arcane Recovery, one of your 3rd level spell slots.
Have a lot on my mind.
We have 1 sorcerer point after our level up. I think we're okay for spell slots. Otherwise, Shadowheart's very good for spell slots. Astarion,
Touch me.
even better. Cool. Alright then, in that case, we will leave things off there for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.